Hi, my name is Janice, Fitness and Sports Instructor at CFB Kingston. 1 in 5 Canadians will experience mental illness at some point in their life. Finding that balance between physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being is what helps to stabilize our mental health. Yoga is a practice of finding that balance between the mind and body. For Bell Let's Talk Day today, we're going to go through a slow flow yoga journey to help with that connection between that mind and body. So to start for today, we're going to come to laying on the mat on our backs. So just rolling down slowly, finding a nice comfortable position on your back. Legs are going to be extended long. Arms down at your sides, palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Just close your eyes here, and we're going to start to bring that focus inward to our breath, focusing on 3-part breathing. As you inhale, you're going to fill the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. And then as you exhale, the chest is going to fall, the belly is going to empty, coming back down. Inhale, fill that belly, rib cage, chest. Exhale, chest falls, rib cage falls, belly falls. As you continue with this 3-part breathing, focusing on that inhale and exhale, I want you to start bringing your focus inward. Forgetting about everything that you've left off the mat today, everything that's been going on in the world around you stays off that mat. Your time here is just for you, where you can focus on yourself. If you would like to set an intention for today's practice, now is the time to do so. Whether it's to focus more on keeping your breath under control, or taking those stretches a little bit deeper, it's totally up to you, but this is where you will do it. If you'd like to bring one hand to the belly and one hand to the chest to help you focus on that breathing, you can. So inhale, feeling the hand on the belly rise, the rib cage expands, the chest rise, and as you exhale, the chest falls, the rib cage falls, and the belly falls. Continuing to breathe comfortably here. Start to build into our practice. as we move through our series of poses today, I want you to make sure that you're really focusing on that breathing and moving with your breath. I'll be coaching you along as we go. Take one more inhale here. And exhale. We're going to bend those knees and bring them in towards the chest. Just giving them a little squeeze with those hands. And then from here, bringing the hands to the tops of the kneecaps. We're going to start to do some circles here. So starting in the clockwise direction, you're going to rotate those knees in towards the belly and out. In and out. Just massaging that low back, keeping that spine long on the floor. And we'll reverse that direction going counterclockwise. Avoid pulling on those legs. Hands are just resting on those kneecaps. One more time around, and then bringing it back to center. From here, on the inhale, we're going to push away on those knees, extending those legs just slightly, and then on the inhale, pulling those knees in towards the chest. Inhale, push away, extending those arms, and exhale, pulling those knees in. Inhale, push away, only going as far as the arms can reach, and exhale, pull those knees in. Keeping that core tight the whole time. Let's do one more in each direction. Inhale out, and exhale, pull it in. Rolling to one side or the other, we're going to come to our belly. Once you're on your belly, bringing those hands under the shoulders, you're going to push up and sit those hips back into a child's pose, reaching those arms long in front of you. Nice inhale here, and exhale. On the next inhale, you're coming forward into a kneeling plank. Exhale, bend those elbows coming down into a kneeling crocodile. Inhale, pushing up to that kneeling plank again, and exhale, sitting back into that child's pose again. Using your breath, inhale forward, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale back. Continuing with your own breath, continuing through this sequence of movements. Using that breath to guide you. Let's do one more in each direction. Inhale forward, exhale bend, inhale up, and exhale back. From here, we're going to come to an all fours position. Tuck those toes under at the back and push those hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. I want a nice generous bend in the knees here. We're going to, one at a time, side to side, drop one heel down towards the mat, and then the other, as we pedal our feet, feeling a nice elongation through the calves. Staying strong through those arms, even weight distribution between both hands, fingertips, palm of the hand, heel of the hand. Continuing to breathe comfortably here. Let's do one more on each side. And then we're going to rise onto the toes of both feet and then drop both heels down to the floor, coming into that full downward facing dog position. Micro bend in the knees, reaching those hips up towards the sky. Head falling between the arms, lengthening from the fingertips through to the shoulders. Inhale here and sigh it all out. Inhale and sigh it all out. Inhale, and then we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet and come into a nice forward fold position. You can grab a hold of each elbow with your hands. If you cannot reach down to the floor, that is fine. Slight bend in those knees, just let that upper body hang wherever it may. Continuing to breathe comfortably. Even weight distribution between both feet. Inner and outer edge of the ball of the foot and inner and outer edge of the heel. On the next inhale, we're going to bend those knees, sweep those arms out to the side, reverse swan dive. Coming to stand tall, hands together at heart center in mountain. From here, I just want you to come to the top of your mat now. Feet are about hip width apart, not too far apart. And from here, inhaling the hands up overhead, reaching long towards the sky. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands together. And we're going to lean over to the right side, just slightly, feeling a nice elongation through the right side of the body. Breathing comfortably, feeling the stretch down that left side body. One more inhale here. And exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, exhale, switching to the other side, so you're leaning to the left this time. And exhale. Inhaling and exhaling comfortably. Feeling a nice elongation and stretching down that right side body. One more inhale here. And exhale, coming back up to center. We'll just release those arms for the moment. Shake them out. Inhaling and exhaling comfortably. On the next inhale, arms sweeping up overhead again. And as we exhale, we're going to sit back, coming into chair pose. Arms are reaching long up towards the sky, framing the ears. From here, we're going to bring those hands together at heart center as we come into a revolved chair position. So on the next inhale, you're going to start rotating towards the right side, bringing the left elbow to the outer edge of that right knee, going only as far as is comfortable, opening up through that chest. If this is comfortable enough for you here, you can stay here, or if you'd like to deepen the stretch a little bit more, you can bring that left hand to the outer edge of the right foot and reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, opening up through that stretch, through the chest a little bit more. Inhaling and exhaling comfortably here. Avoid gripping the ground with your toes, keeping equal weight distribution between both feet. One more inhale here. And exhale, we're going to unravel and reach the hands down towards that ground in that forward fold position once again before we move to the other side. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, sweeping those arms up, reverse swan dive, bringing them up overhead. And then we'll sit back into that chair once again. Bringing the hands back to heart center once more. We're going to start moving towards that left side. So as we inhale, rotating the body towards the left side, bringing that right elbow to the outer edge of the left knee, and rotating, opening up that chest towards that left side. Staying strong through those legs, avoiding gripping the ground with the toes. If you'd like to deepen this, stretch a little bit more. Right hand comes to outer edge of left foot. Left hand comes up towards the sky. Continuing to breathe comfortably here. One more inhale and exhale, unwinding and coming back to that forward fold. Couple of inhales and exhales here. On the next inhale, bending those knees slightly. Arms sweeping out to the side in that reverse swan dive. Coming up overhead and together at heart center in mountain. Here, inhale those hands up overhead once again. But this time on the exhale, we're going to forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, coming up to flat back, and exhale back to forward fold. Bringing the hands down towards the mat, bending those knees. Going to step the left foot forward to start here. Drop the left heel in towards center. Nice generous bend in that right knee. We're going to come up into warrior one on this side. Staying nice and strong through those legs. Even weight distribution through the inner and outer edge of the ball and the heel, the foot on the right side. Weight should be pushing through the outer heel or outer edge of that left foot. Sorry, not the heel, the whole outer edge. Hands can be up overhead if this is comfortable. Down at heart center if you prefer, or even clasped behind the back. And we're just going to hold this position, staying strong through those legs, focusing on that breathing, inhaling and exhaling comfortably. One more inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to open those arms out to the side and open up through that chest and hip towards the left side. Arms are parallel to the floor and torso is upright. If you find you're leaning out over that right knee, slide it back just slightly. And then we'll bring our gaze out over the middle finger of that right hand. Breathing comfortably here, focusing on that inhale and exhale, staying strong through those legs. One more inhale. And exhale, we're going to bring the hands to our waist. We're going to straighten that right leg, turn the right toes towards the front, turn the left heel in so that the feet are parallel to each other and we're in a nice straddle position. From here, you're going to inhale and then exhale, leading with that chest. We're going to hinge forward, hinging at those hips, coming into a straddle pose. Forward fold. You can drop the hands towards the mat if you'd like. And just allow that upper body to hang, feeling a nice stretch down the backs of the legs. Inhaling and exhaling comfortably here. Always focusing on that breath. One more inhale. On the exhale, we're going to walk our hands over to the left as we come into that series on the left side. So we're going to turn the left toes out so they're pointing towards that short end of the mat. And we're going to drop the right heel towards the short end of the mat. So the toes are turned inward slightly. Bending that left knee into that lunge position, coming up into warrior one on the left side. Hands once again can be up, reaching towards the sky, together at heart center, or clasped down behind the back. Staying strong through those legs, pushing through the outer edge of that right foot, and avoiding gripping the ground with the toes on the right. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears, hips are pointing towards that left leg. Hanging out here for a few breaths as you focus on inhaling and exhaling comfortably. One more inhale. And on the exhale, opening up those arms, opening up the chest and the hips to the side as we come into warrior two. Really trying to focus on opening those hips, keeping that knee pointing forward. Arms are parallel to the ground, and that torso is upright, not leaning out over that front leg. Bringing the gaze forward over the middle finger of that left hand. One more inhale and exhale. From here, we're windmilling the right arm down. We're coming over that left knee, pivoting on that right toe and coming down onto our knees. And then we're gonna shuffle so that we're facing forward. I'm gonna turn so that I'm facing you. You can face that short end of your mat. We're just coming into a nice staff position. Actually, I will stay to the side. So we're sitting up nice and tall, sitting up tall on those sits bones. Legs are long in front of you, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Hands can just be down at the side. Inhale, we're gonna bring the hands up overhead. And exhale, leading with that chest, we're coming into a seated forward fold. Reaching only as far as is comfortable. If you can only go this far, hands towards the thighs or knees, that is fine. Down on the shins, or if you can reach right towards the feet, I've got short legs, then that is good as well. Once you've gone as far as is comfortable, just allow that head to relax down towards the knees. We're gonna hang out here for a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling comfortably. Really focusing on lengthening through those muscles. Inhale. And relaxing a little further into the stretch with every exhale. Let's do one more inhale here. And exhale, coming back to sit up nice and tall. From here, we're gonna bend our knees, just shift your butt forward towards the heels. And then grabbing a hold behind one of the knees, lifting it up off the floor and just slowly rolling back onto your back, And then we're going to pull those knees in towards the chest. Give them a nice little squeeze here as we move into a supine spinal twist. So we're going to start with the left side here. So bringing both arms up to shoulder height. We're going to drop the knees over towards the left side, bringing them down towards the ground. Keeping or trying to keep that right shoulder blade down on the floor. If you find that you can't go very far and you're not feeling any kind of a stretch here without your shoulder coming up off the ground, grab a pillow and just put it under the knees. Or if you find this isn't enough of a stretch, you can take that right hand and put it on top of that top knee. And from here, we're going to bring that gaze over to the right as the knees fall to the left. Feeling that nice stretch through the right side body. One more inhale here. And exhale, bringing those knees back up towards center. And we're going to switch to the other side. So dropping the knees over to the right, bringing the gaze over to the left, and ensuring that the shoulder blades on both sides are still on the mat. Inhale here, and exhale, returning those knees back to center as we get ready for our final relaxation. Just give them a nice little squeeze in towards the chest, and then bringing the feet back to the floor and lengthening the legs long on the mat. Nice long spine, long legs. We're going to just allow everything to start to relax. Palms are facing up towards the ceiling, allowing those feet to fall where they may. And we start to relax the toes and the feet, relaxing those ankles and the calves, the knees, the thighs, allowing those hips to sink into the ground. The belly relaxes, the rib cage and the chest. Shoulders relax, elbows, arms, wrists, hands and fingers. Neck relaxes, jaw, cheeks and forehead. Just allowing the ground to support the weight of the body. So we come into a full relaxation here. Coming back to where we started at the beginning of our practice today. Bringing that focus inward. Forgetting about everything else that's going on around us. Breathing comfortably here. Feeling fully relaxed. start to wake that body up. Start to wiggle those toes and fingers, moving around those hands and feet, shaking up through those legs. And when you're ready, you're gonna roll to one side or the other and just pause for a moment before coming to sit in a nice cross-legged position. When you're ready and you're seated, comfortable cross-legged position, you can just bring those hands to the tops of your knees. I'd like to thank you for joining me today on Bell Let's Talk Day. Now more than ever, during these times of COVID-19, mental health and well-being are extremely important. So let's get that conversation started and try to remove that stigma that's involved with mental health all through Canada and around the world. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. May the light that shines within me shine within you. Namaste.